Good morning, lovely people. You've got Sammy here, and today we are doing a really special square. It is the Jigglypuff Square, which our gorgeous Jayme has designed for her daughter Megan's birthday. If you don't know what a Jigglypuff is, I'm kind of saying lucky you. Jigglypuff is a Pokemon. I think kids all over the world are obsessed with these again. Let's get started. It's very cute. So I've just done a magic ring, doing a chain of 2, which isn't counting as a stitch, it's just getting us up to height. And I'm going to put 12 double crochet into that ring. So 12 double crochet and then slip stitch into the first double crochet, ignoring that chain 2. So I'll let you guys work those 12 double crochet. I will see you back here in a moment to move on to round 2. Okay, back and ready for round 2. Now I'm using pink. I'm going to try and keep these colours true to Jigglypuff's colours. So I'll be using pink, white, blue, black and grey for this square. But of course, you can do it however you like. Round 2. Chain 2, but that's not counting as a stitch. And then I'm going to pop 2 double crochet into each stitch, so we'll have 24 double crochet at the end of this round. And we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. We're going to ignore that chain of 2. So I'll let you guys work 2 double crochet into each one from the previous round, and we'll be back in a minute to work through round 3. 24 double crochet, remembering when we slip stitch to join together to ignore the chain 2 space we did at the beginning, because it's not a stitch in this square. See you soon. Alright, round 3. Once again we're going to chain 2, but it's not counting as a stitch. 2 double crochet into the first stitch. 1, 2, and 1 into the next. 2 double crochet into the next stitch. 2 and 1 into the next, and we're going to continue that pattern all the way back around to slip stitch into our first double crochet. So that's 2 double crochet, then 1 double crochet. So at the end of this round we'll have 36 double crochet, and we'll be ready to move on to round 4. Get hooking, guys. I'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, we're back for round 4. So I've just done a chain of 2, which doesn't count as a stitch. I'm going to do 2 double crochet into the same stitch. And 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Two double crochet into the next, 1 and 2 into the same stitch, and then a single double crochet, and 1 and 2 to the next 2 stitches, 2 in the next stitch, and then 1 into each of the next 2 stitches. We're going to follow that exact pattern all the way back to the beginning, where we'll slip stitch into the first double crochet, ignoring that chain of 2 we did. So 2 double crochet in 1 stitch, and then 1 double crochet into the following 2. See you soon. Okay guys, back for round 5. I'm gonna be working with white now. We're gonna frame up our Jigglypuff, and we're working back loop. Oops. Working in back loops only. So just the back loop of the previous stitch, I'm joining on with a single crochet, popping the single crochet into the back loop of the next stitch, half double crochet into the next, 1, 2. This entire round will be worked in back loops only. Double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, chain 2, and double crochet into the back loop of the next 2 stitches. Half double crochet into the next 2, one and 2, and then 4 single crochet. Three and 4. We'll start building out again for our next corner. So a half double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, chain 2 for our corner, and double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, half double crochet into the next 2, 1, oh, bugger, 1, and 2, and single crochet into the next 2. Now that takes us back to where we started on the video. If you're wanting to follow along, go back about 3 minutes. Otherwise, continue with the same repetition of stitches all the way back to the beginning, where you'll slip stitch into the first single crochet. Meet you back here ready to do round 6. Alright, we're starting to look a little bit squarer. Now round 6, I'm going to chain 1, double crochet into the same stitch, and into each stitch across. So just a double crochet into each stitch of the previous round, in corner chain space. I'm going to make this corner nice and pointy now, so 2 treble crochet, chain 2, and another 2 treble crochet into the same corner chain space. Now the sides are all double crochet, so nice and easy, just 1 into each stitch. Just watch as you're coming out to get the first one. Otherwise I'll let you finish off this round. A double crochet into each stitch, 2 treble crochet, a chain 2, and another 2 treble crochet for the corners. See you back here ready to do round 7 an optional round to get your square to size. Okay, we're back and ready to do round 6. So chaining 1 and then working a half double crochet into each stitch. So if your square is already to size, you don't need to worry about this round. If, like me, you need to tweak your size a little, this round will do it and keep it nice and square for you. I'm doing half double crochet. If you need singles, that's fine, or if you need doubles, that's fine too. The only other adjustment you would need to make if you're adjusting the stitch size is to the corners, because while we're working half double crochet into each stitch across, we're going to be working 2 double crochet, a chain of 2 and 2 double crochet into the corner. Another 2 double crochet and then half double crochets into all the stitches down the side. I'll let you guys finish off this round. That will be the end of the square. The remainder of the square is done in applique pieces that we'll be attaching to the square as we make them. See you all soon to run through those. Okay, we're finished off our square. So we've got our Jigglypuff body framed in white, ready to do the applique to stitch on. So we're going to start by making 2 ears, chaining 7, single crochet into the second chain from the hook, chain 1 and single crochet all the way across to the end. Chain 1 and then we're going to single crochet 2 together, so into the first, up through the second, yarn over, pull through both and finish our stitch. Single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then single crochet 2 together. Oh, if I can get my hook to come back through the second stitch. There we go. Pull through 2. Chain 1, turn over, single crochet 2 together, and single crochet 2 together again, chain 1, and we're going to single crochet those 2 together, and our little pointy triangular ear is finished, so we can finish off and make a second one. Now I've left a long tail so I can sew it on. Following along with the video to make your second one, go back around 3 minutes, and I'll see you back here so we can make the centers for the ears. I'm going to actually attach them before I attach them to the ears to the square. and they'll be in black. Okay, so I've done the first one, the little black insert for Jigglypuff's ear. I'm going to do my second one now so I can show you all how to do it. So with the black I'm leaving a long tail so I can stitch on and chaining 5. I'm going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And all the way across with a single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet 2 together, and the same for the next 2 stitches. And that's it. Our little ear insert is done. I'll finish off with that one, and I'm going to grab my pink again so that we can make 2 little hands. Make some Jigglypuff hands. So I've attached my pink yarn to my hook. I'm just chaining 4. I'm going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And into the next 3 stitches. So 4 single crochet, chain 1, single crochet across, now Jigglypuff has quite small arms. If you want to make them longer, you can repeat this row across again for length. It depends where you're going to place the microphone. So you might want to make one a little bit longer than the other. I'm just going to pop the extra row onto both hands because we will need 2, obviously, to make 2. So single crochets all the way across, chain 1, and then single crochet back, and our hand is done. And then we can finish that one off and make our second, and they're ready to attach to our cute little Jigglypuff Square. One little Jigglypuff hand. Geez, I finished off too early. We had one more to go. Chain 1 and single crochet 3 together. So just going in each one, back out, pulling the 1 loop through and finishing our single crochet. Then we can finish off and attach our hand. A little bit of a pointy end to the hand. So mine will sit on my square that way. Alright, make another one of them. I go back about 3 minutes, I think. And then we've got a red mouth, some pink hair, blue and white eyes. We're nearly done. Alright, let's make our Jigglypuff some nice pink hair. Move the scissors first. So we're going to start by chaining 13. Six, 7, 8, boys. 12, 13. Now we're going to go to the 4th chain from the hook and do 2 double crochet into the same stitch. 1 and 2 and 2 double crochet in each stitch across. So I'll let you guys finish to the end of the row. 2 double crochet in each stitch and then chain 1 to turn. So we've done 2 double crochet in each stitch. We're very curly now. I'm going to chain 1 to turn. I'm going to pop 2 double crochet into each of the first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I hope you can't hear too much of that ruckus. I got extra children here today. Now 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. One and 2. 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1 and 2 and a slip stitch into the next. So we finish off there and we've got a curly little piece of hair that will stick up off our square, leaving a nice long tail for sewing. Next up you'll need blue and white ready to do our eyes. Okay, let's make our open eye. We're only going to make one of these because the second eye is closed. So we don't actually stitch that, we just use our needle and sew that one on. So I've just done a magic ring with a chain of 2. And I'm going to do 8 double crochet into that ring. So the chain doesn't count as anything. We're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. So we'll have 8 double crochet when we finish this round and close up the ring. I'll meet you back here to do the second round. Okay, so finished our 8 double crochet. I finished off with the blue and pulled my magic circle nice and tight. Now we're going to join in the white. I'm going to work over the end and do 2 single crochet into each stitch. So I'm not even going to join with a slip stitch. It's easy enough to just join with a single crochet and pop 2 into each stitch. And you might notice my magic ring loosening off. I never tie my magic ring until I've done my second round, just so I can get it right tension wise once that second round's in. So 2 single crochet into each stitch will give us 16 single crochet at the end of this round. Now if you don't want a perfectly round eye, you can always add a couple of slip stitches over these stitches when you're finished. Just see how it looks when you're done, and then decide for yourself whether you want to elongate a little on one side or leave it perfectly round. I'm going to leave mine perfectly round just with single crochet. So at the end of this round I'm going to finish off leaving a nice long tail so that I can attach it to my Jigglypuff Square. So as I said, just slip stitching if you want to add any other shape to the eye. I'm just going to leave mine perfectly round because that's kind of the anime style that I don't think it's actually, I think it's more manga, the Japanese cartoon style anyway. God, I hope it's Japanese. So we slip stitch together at the end. If you want to change the shape slightly, see now I can get the tension perfect, rather than it being perfectly round, just slip stitch to get the desired shape. Alright, and finishing off with that one, as I said, the closed eye, we're just going to stitch on with some black yarn and an embroidery needle. So I'm sure you guys can handle that. Next up we've got the microphone, so we're going to need some black and grey thread. And that's the final bit. Then it's just attaching, so I'll pop a photo up of everything attached for you. Okay, let's make his microphone. So we're going to chain 3. And we're going to chain 3, single crochet in the second from the hook, and the next, chain 1, single crochet across, chain 1 and single crochet across. Oh, sorry guys, drifted off camera. But we're just chaining 1 and then single crocheting across. This will be our last one. Chain 1, single crochet across. There's the base of our microphone. So I'm going to change over to grey to do the round piece of our microphone. So I'll finish off there and add my grey in. I've slip stitched my grey on. I'm chaining 1 and then I'm going to single crochet across. So 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Chain 1, turn, and single crochet 2 together. And that's it, we've finished our microphone. I did just realise that we have one other part we have to do, and that is the red mouth. So I'll be back to do that, and then I'll show you the finished square with everything attached. See you soon. This little red mouth. So I've attached my red yarn to my hook, chaining 5, single crochet into the second from the hook and across, so it'll be 4 single crochet, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1 and a single crochet 2 together in the first, up out the second, yarn over through both and complete our single crochet, and the same in the next 2 stitches, and a single crochet 2 together. And chain 1, single crochet 2 together for the final 2 stitches from the previous round, and we can finish off. Time to attach everything to the square, so I'm going to get my hook out, my needle out rather, and start sewing them all on. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all put together. I'm freehanding here, so hopefully I don't shake around too much, but you can see 2 little ears, the curly hair, our eye, I've stitched on a closed eye, a mouth, our second hand holding the microphone, and our other little hand up here. I really love this video, this square. Jayme has done a fantastic job graphing it up. My kids are going to go nuts for this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you love it too. Have a fabulous day and happy hooking.